Hey guys, my name is Saurabh and today we are going to discuss Python topic which is called list. A list is used to store the sequence of various data types. Data are enclosed inside closed bracket. Lists are mutable in nature. It means that we can change the data when required. Duplicate entries are not allowed in the list, and list can have also another list as an item which is called nested lists. This is the syntax of the list. As you can see that we can create empty list or a list which contains element. For example, we can create a language list which has string data types, and we can create a number list which has integer data types. We can also create a mixed data type list. As you can see that it has string data types, also it has integer data type. Now coming to the list index. Each element in the list has a position in the list known as index. The list index starts from 0. Index position actually helps us to directly access a value from the list. The syntax for accessing the element is this list name, and in the close bracket we have to give the index. If we want to access an element directly, we can also use it to directly modify an element in the list. If we want to modify element which is at index 1, we can simply pass in the close bracket 1 and change the element which is on the index 1. Basic operation on the list. First is a concatenation. We can concatenate two or more lists into a single list. The second operation is the length. We can find the length of a given linked list. The third operation is the membership. Membership is kind of finding an element in the list. As you can see that if we want to find 7 elements in 147 list, then it returns true because 7 in our given list. The fourth operation is the iteration. We can iterate through a for loop or a while loop by indexing through a given list. Indexing offset starts from 0. As you see that our indexing starts from 0. If we want to access an element at index 2, then it will return 7 because our 7 element as at the index 2. Negative slicing from count from the right. If we want to slice the list, or if we want to access the list from the backside, then we can pass negative index, but not that our index from the back of the list is start from 1, not from 0. The third operation is the slicing. We can slice in any dimension, in one dimension as we want. Next, there are some built-in methods of a function of the list which we can use in our program. The first method is compare element of both lists. We want to compare two lists, then we use compare function to compare both elements in the list. The second operation is the length, which is used to find the length of the list. The third operation is the max and min. If we want to find maximum element or minimum element from the list, we can use a max function, or to find the minimum element we can use min function. The next function is if we want to convert a tuple into a list, then we can use a list function. It will convert the tuple to the list, so we can iterate or index, access by index easily. List.append. By this operation, we can append any object in our list. As you can see that we have a list in which we have elements D. If we want to append 2009 in our given linked list, then we can use list.append and the given element which we want to append in the list. The next function is list.count. If we have a list name, and we have elements in our list, if we want to count 1, 2, 3 element in our given linked list, then we simply pass 1, 2, 3 as a argument in the count function. It will return the number of elements in the list which is similar to this element. List.insert. If we want to insert at a particular index, we can use insert function. For example, if we want to insert at third index, then we can use insert function and pass two arguments. First is the index and second is the element. If we want to pop an element from the list, then we can use the list.pop as our function. If we want to pop second index element, then we can pass argument second to pop the second index argument. Next function is the list.remove. If we want to remove a particular element from the list, then we can use the remove function. For example, if we have a list and if we want to remove xyz element from the list, then we can use remove function and pass xyz string as our argument. Next function is list.reverse. If we want to reverse the list, then we can use this function. Next function is sort. Sort method is used to sort the list. For example, if we have car list and we want to sort this, then we use the car.sort, but it will not return anything. If we want to return list from the sort function, then we use sorted function. So that's all from my side. Hope you understand. Thank you.